Video. I hope you are ready for the fun. You know we're going to be waiting for the Facebookers to get online, and then we're going to go in the store, the sheep and the shepherd, or the shepherd and the sheep, however you want to describe it. We just got to get them online, and then we will get started. I appreciate you being here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And Facebook's coming on live in about 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How are you? I'm your guy, DeMarcus, and I have a great video for us today. Today is the sheep and the shepherd and the sheep, and I asked you which one are you, and the answer is actually really going to surprise you, because when I came up with this, I didn't come up with it in this way, but then I started doing research on it, and then I realized that the answer shocked me, and so I want to deliver this to you in a way that you can think about it and discover which one you are. After that, I'm going to read you something, tell you a little bit more, and I'm going to let you go to bed on this, okay? So, here's what I want you to do. When a shepherd has what? A shepherd has a flock, right? And so you got this flock, and the shepherd's job is to take care of the flock. And the flock's job is to basically just eat. And whenever the shepherd needs any type of, we'll say, resource, whether it be the wool, whether it be meat, or whether it be the sheep itself to sell, you know, it's there. You know, so the shepherd takes good care of its sheep because it's important. It has to protect its flock, which is important. It has to make sure that the sheep are staying together, and that because it's easier to control them and have everything where you need to be whenever they're controlled. So when one sheep drifts away, let's pretend like there's a sheep that goes away and it goes and goes its own path. The shepherd actually brings the sheep back because it knows that whenever the sheep are outside of its contained area, when it's outside of the flock, it's a whole lot easier for one sheep to get picked off instead of, you know, a whole bunch of sheep to get picked off. You see what I'm saying? So the one sheep, when it goes off, the shepherd's job is to bring it back and put it back in line, okay? And so the sheep never gets away from the flock. The sheep will always be with the flock. It will always stay contained in its area until it's time for the sheep to go. Now, my question for you is, which one are you? Are you the sheep or are you the shepherd? I'm going to give you a second answer while I pull something up. So the answer to that is, you're both. You are the sheep and you also are the shepherd. Now, why do I say that? Well, the idea behind it, the sheep, is that as a sheep, you kind of don't know what's going on. You basically are just head down going through life. And every once in a while, you'll try to venture out and discover yourself and grow yourself into another person and become a stronger person. But it is the job of yourself to also make sure that you don't get into trouble, so it'll slide you right back and keep you in a circle. So you're the sheep, but your mind, your subconscious mind, is the shepherd. Your subconscious mind is exactly what stops you from venturing out and becoming something or getting yourself into trouble. Your selfish mind protects you. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if this will let me pull it up. That's the timer countdown. So I want to read you something. Nope, not that one. It may not let me do it, and it may. I don't know. We'll find out here. Let's see here. Let's see. Down. No, okay, it's not going to let me do it. So I'm going to read you something here. It's about the subconscious mind. So here we go. What is the job of the subconscious mind? Your subconscious mind is like a huge memory that stores everything that has happened to you. The main function of your subconscious mind is to store and retrieve data. Also, it ensures that your attitude, your habits, and your beliefs fit your self-concept, which regroups your thoughts, emotion, your cravings. Okay, now let me read that part again. It ensures that your attitude, your habits, and your behaviors fit your self-concept. So that means that the subconscious job is, if something doesn't feel like who you are or who you think you are, they throw it out the window. And so it regroups the world to fit what you think your thoughts, your emotions, and your cravings are. So your subconscious mind doesn't actually think or rationalize. It merely obeys the conscious mind's order. So it's an unquestioning servant. In a few words, your conscious mind commands, and your subconscious mind obeys. Your subconscious mind obeys the conscious mind, which is giving a command, right? But the subconscious mind actually works against you. And here's where it gets big. The subconscious mind, actually, it works to keep you safe in your comfort zone. It keeps you safe in your comfort zone. So whenever you attempt to do something new, your subconscious mind will come up and make things emotionally and physically tense and uncomfortable and place fear in your heart. So you, and let me go back to the top again, so you do not go outside of your self-concept. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're not only the sheep because obviously, you know, you're based on just being in your own, you know, keeping your thoughts and your ideas. Your flock is who you are. Your thoughts, your ideas, your characters, your integrity, what you feel, what you believe, all that is part of your sheep, your flock. Now, whenever you venture out to try to grow that flock, to try to grow yourself, to try to put yourself in a different place mentally, maybe financially, whatever you try to do, it is the subconscious job, which is also you, to herd you back in to where you are. You get what I'm saying? So the subconscious mind doesn't want you venturing out past who you think you are. It wants you in where you are. It wants you in the flock because inside the flock, it's safe for them. For the subconscious mind, inside the flock is safe. That's why it wants you all to be there. So how do you change that? The way you change is you got to change, I'm going to read it again here, you have to change your self-concept, which means you got to change your thoughts. You have to change your emotions. You have to change what you crave if you want something different. So basically, it's like instead of you having one sheep go out, because if you bring out one sheep, the subconscious mind is going to bring you back, right? You've got to take the whole dadgum flock and move it to a whole nother location. And that's how you change who you are. Now, if you're not willing to change and move the flock, now it's going to be a little difficult to move all the flocks, but it can be done. It's going to be changed. They're going to got to go everywhere, and you got to rally them back up. But if you want to make that real change, you've got to put the right things in. And so that way, whenever your subconscious is taking orders and doing what the conscious mind demands, it will see your self-concept as something other than what it believed it was. So that's all I have to say for you guys today. Remember, you are the shepherd and you are the sheep. You will always follow who you believe you are. So if you want to change who you are, move your flock to another place, and that's who you will become. If you want to be a millionaire, you can't think like a thousandaire. You've got to move your sheep to another place. If you want to be a strong component to change the world like I do, I have to move my flock to a whole nother place. If you want to be more positive, move your flock. If you want to attract the right kind of man or woman, move your flock. If you want to attract the right kind of people in your life to help build something more, move your flock. Because without moving your flock, every time one sheep ventures out or two sheep ventures out, I promise you, if they're not backed by the whole flock, the shepherd's going to bring them right back. And that's all I wanted to tell you guys today, is that you have the ability to move your own flock because your own flock is who you are. So let your flock wander. But make sure you have them all wandering together. Let them eat new pastures. Because you know what? If they eat all the grass on this side, eventually they're just going to stop eating grass because there's not going to be anything left. Move them to new pastures. Let them venture out and discover different places. And as you do that, you'll watch your flock change. And your flock is you, so you will watch yourself change. And I am an advocate of this because as I started reading and I talk to people who just start reading, just picking up books, you'll start to see something different in them. They're wanting something different. They're trying to strive for something different. They're trying to be something different. They're trying to grow something different in their lives. So that's the only way you can move yourself forward is by changing the flock location and getting them different pastures. Go feed on something, man. Pick up a book and educate yourself. Go to the next level because the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know if anybody even feels it's the problem, and this is pretty much where I'm going to end my video. The problem with all of this is the self-concept of who you believe you are. Who you believe you are is going to keep you where you're at. If you're willing to label yourself and say, I am this, and that is all you are, because all you are is a mother, all you are is a employee, all you are is a student, all you are is this, all you are is that. If you label yourself as all you are, then your mind says, okay, all he is a student, so now we need to make sure that the flock is focused on everything that is student-based. Anything outside of the student-based, we need to go ahead and let go of that. If you, for example, if you had something that says burning books, but you consider yourself to be a good student, not burning books, then obviously as you venture out, you're going to bring yourself back. That might have been a bad example, I don't care. But your self-opinion and your self-concept of who you are is what's going to keep you where you are. So you got to let yourself venture. You got to let your mind wander. You got to redefine yourself. That's why you guys remember, it's on here. This is where I got it from. I went to that book writing convention. And I told you guys about your desires list, right? My heart desires list. I actually found this again. This is where you're listing all the things that you are and what you believe, and you say it in the future. In the present tense, like you already have it. Why? Because that changes the concept of who you believe you are. And once you change that concept, you can be anything you want to be. And that's the amazing part about life. You actually are responsible. This is probably going to be tomorrow's video, but I want to do it earlier so more people see it. You are responsible for the concept of who you are. And so that means you're responsible for where you are right now in life. So you got to start taking control over that. And that's how you start to win. And that's all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I believe and I love in every single one of you, every one of you. I do. And I know you can do anything you put your mind to. And for those of you who are still interested, obviously, book club starts next week. So Think and Grow Rich is our first book, and I'm excited. With that being said, you guys have a great night. Take this to bed. Think about it. Think about who you are. Are you the shepherd? Are you the sheep? And do you feel like you're taking control over both? And if you want to change who you are, change that self-concept. Move your flock. All right. Have a great night. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.